This is the UNP Camping Tent 10-person family tents, and my immediate reaction is that it looks like a portable cabin more than a casual tent. I had a healthy dose of skepticism about any shelter that claims 10-person and 4-season. But I wanted a roomy base camp that doesn't turn setup and takedown into a headache. I brought it to a car-accessible campsite with my crew, a couple of queen air mattresses, and a long weekend to really see how it holds up. On design and feel, it's big in a way that actually matters. The footprint is 18 feet by 9 feet, and the peak height is 78 inches, so I can stand upright and move around without stooping. The straight cabin-style walls make that height usable across much of the interior, not just in the center. 2 doors mean I'm not climbing over anyone to get out at night, and the 5 large mesh windows plus the top mesh roof give it an open, airy vibe. The outer material is 185T polyester with a PU 1000mm coating. In plain terms, that waterproof rating means the fabric can handle regular rain, but it's not meant for mountain blizzard duty. The frame uses fiberglass poles that clip in with J-hooks, and there are 8 guy lines to lock it down. The Rainfly has an extended awning that helps keep drips off the doorway. The whole thing weighs about 21 pounds, which puts it firmly in the car camping category. The carry bag is oversized at roughly 25.6 by 10.2 by 10.2 inches, which sounds like a small detail, but it makes a big difference when it's time to pack. From my experience, setup is as easy as the brand promises, with one asterisk. 2 people make it smooth. I clocked the first pitch at around 12 minutes while figuring out which pole goes where, and after that, I could get it standing in about 9 minutes with a helper. The clip system is simple, and the base sleeves keep the corners planted while you raise the frame. Doing it alone is possible, but not fun, especially if there's any wind. The included stakes are fine for soft soil, but they bent easily in rocky ground, so I swapped in heavier stakes for a more secure hold. The guy lines do their job once everything's anchored. Inside, the space pays off right away. 3 queen air mattresses fit without a squeeze, and the rectangular shape makes furniture and bags easier to organize than in a dome. There's a privacy divider that splits the tent into 2 rooms. I used it as a sleeping side and a gear lounge side, and it genuinely cut down on light and noise crossing over. With a small projector at night, that divider becomes a screen, which feels like a campsite bonus. Ventilation is a standout. With the mesh windows and the big mesh roof, airflow is steady, and I had far less condensation than I expected for a large polyester shelter. On clear nights, pulling the fly and looking through the roof mesh is a highlight. When the rain showed up, the PU 1000mm fabric held up to normal showers, and the fly's awning kept the entrance drier than I anticipated. During a longer, heavier burst, I noticed a couple of damp spots along high-pressure areas. Not a flood, but enough to remind me this is a strong 3-season performer and a cautious pick for shoulder season storms. The Rainfly can hold a bit of ambient moisture overnight, so I made sure to air it out before packing to avoid mustiness later. Takedown is where this tent surprised me the most. I'm used to wrestling giant tents back into bags designed by someone who never camped. Here, I popped the poles, folded the body in quarters and then in half, pressed out the air, and it slid into the bag without drama. That oversized bag is not just marketing. It genuinely lowers the stress at the end of the trip. Zippers felt smooth, the doors didn't snag, and the floor material felt tough enough to handle normal campsite grit. I used a footprint underneath to keep it clean and add some abrasion resistance, which I always recommend for bigger tents. Key features that stood out to me are the true standing height, the fast clip and sleeve setup, the extra large mesh roof for ventilation and stargazing, the 2-door layout for easy exits, the flexible privacy divider that doubles as a movie screen, and the roomy carry bag that keeps takedown simple. In my opinion, the stated 4-season label oversells the weather range a bit. The PU 1000mm rating is great for typical rain and moderate wind, not for prolonged downpours or heavy snow. That's not a knock, it just sets accurate expectations. It's perfect for family car camping, festival weekends, scout trips, and anyone who wants living space you can actually use during the day, not just a place to sleep. From my experience, the biggest friction points are the stock stakes and the learn once setup flow. The stakes are light and bendy in tough ground, so bring stronger ones. The instructions are brief and the print is small, but after one setup, muscle memory takes over and it becomes straightforward. I'd also call out that while it can be pitched by one person, that tent size makes teamwork the smarter move, both for speed and for keeping the frame balanced while you raise it. I'd recommend this for families who want to stand up and move around inside, tall campers who are tired of crouching, groups that like a lounge plus sleep setup, and festival goers who want airflow and quick setup without sacrificing space. It's also a good fit if you plan to run power to a tent-friendly projector or small devices, since the tent layout and divider make a cozy night setup. If you camp in exposed, windy, or rocky areas, upgrade your stakes and use all 8 guy lines. If you expect days of hard rain, manage expectations or add extra rain protection. For most car camping scenarios, it hits a very comfortable sweet spot. In conclusion, the UNP Camping Tent 10-person family tents feels like a well-thought-out base camp with real-world comfort baked in. The interior volume and standing height change how you use a tent during the day. The setup system actually saves time, the ventilation works, and the privacy divider adds meaningful flexibility. Weather resistance is solid for regular trips, and the oversized bag turns takedown from a chore into a minute-long step. If you camp with a crew and value space, ease, and simple organization, this is a strong buy. To learn more about the UNP Camping Tent 10-person family tents, please check the comments section. Thank you for watching.